Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to be gaming LTC2. How you can get this vehicle for yourself. You need to be playing Onslaught, getting minimum gold rank, and then you can buy it for bonds. And depending which rank do you have, it costs. Price can vary. As an example, for a gold rank, it costs like 16,000 bonds. For Legends rank, it's 20% cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, the most important thing to say about this tank, it is not a premium tank, it is a reward vehicle. That means you are not going to make credits. The tank has the double track, same like Yoch tanks, as you can see over there. So that means if you will get tracked through the front wheel, you still can move slowly, but you still can move. Very important thing to say. Other than that, the tank has an autoloader, 36 seconds reload or so. You are able to do 10 from the magazine, or you have 10 shells in the magazine, and it takes 2 seconds to fire between the shots, right? Or to load between the shots. Very weird tank. Not really a good spotter, but quite nice damage dealer overall. Very weird tank to begin with. Anyways, I really want to highlight one thing where the armor goes. Pretty much armor doesn't exist, even though it looks like you have armor. If you are meeting someone that has 96 caliber gun or more, there is no armor whatsoever. And the most, in my opinion, the most similar tank to this would be Project Louise, but yet still it's not really that similar. I know it sounds weird. The biggest highlight would be that this tank has 200 alpha damage and Project Louise has 125. Project Louise is reloading quite quickly for a full magazine or for a full clip, and this tank is reloading significantly slower. Weird mother trucking tank, I can tell you that much. Anyways, let's have some fun and let's try to make this tank work. Now, where the competitive levels goes, I still haven't figured this out yet. But I want to believe it's somewhere towards the average category overall. At least that's what I want to believe. Speaking about this map, I made a decision not to challenge the hill, and the main reason being is I don't find it being worth it. I won't have a magazine yet, so I will just simply be taking free damage, and it's not exactly what I'm looking for. Now, you will see how you can get engaged with this tank. As you can see, Project Louise made a mistake and we pretty much destroyed him. He did not even understood what happened. We fired 3-4 times and we did quite a bit of the damage, which is nothing to complain about and nothing to cry about. This tank definitely can do very good job where the damage output goes. But I want to show you other thing. Pay attention to the gun depression. You have gun depression, you have gun depression, you have gun... Ooh! Yeah. That means it is very similar situation like it is on the Oho. Between the Buba, you do not really have gun depression. That is very important thing to highlight, and keep this in mind. It can be very annoying, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. At the moment, as you can see, I do not really want to take one for the team from the enemies blind shooting us, and I have no doubts whatsoever that they may think about blind shooting us. I have no doubts whatsoever about that. Let's be smart, let's be patient, and let's wait until they will make a mistake. That is a mistake. Very nice. Hello, having a great time. Excellent. This is the strength of this tank. It is not spotting. It is not you being ELC even or something. It is you being smart with how are you approaching the enemy forces, and your main goal is just to get to the side of the enemy and just simply burst him, or just find someone that is just simply weak armor wise and just then slap him. Now, very important thing to highlight, which many people may not know or maybe not realize that yet, but fellas, Arias tanks are killers of the light tanks overall. Yesterday, whenever I was testing this vehicle out, I felt like the biggest issue for this tank is Arias. It just how it felt like to me. I just feel like if I am meeting Arias tank, I am going to be dead in a couple of seconds, right? So that basically means we need to be very, very smart not to give some free damage for those mother truckers. Simple as this. Simple as this, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the other thing to highlight where the LTC goes, it can be quite annoying whenever you fire it 5 times and then you are thinking, do I want to reload? Do I want to keep those 5 in the magazine? Maybe I should reload, but is it worth it? Maybe I will have a chance to do those 5 shells and then I can reload. Yeah, it is very important thing to highlight, and it can be just straight up annoying and not the most enjoyable experience, to say the least. Anyways, good. Schmutz is dead. Very, very nice. So this is the moment whenever we will try to build a good position and we will try to punish everyone who is playing over there. As you can see, the tank can definitely work and it can be competitive. I would never say that it is the most unplayable pile of Kaku here. I would not say that, but I can't say that this is the best vehicle in the world of tanks, because for being a light tank, you are just simply quite weak at spotting. Yes, you can do damage, you definitely can do that, but where the spotting goes, this is whenever this tank do not shine whatsoever. Please keep this in mind. Please keep this in mind, folks. Okay, I would love to see this Mr. Phantom sitting in this area here. There is a chance that this mother trucker will make something silly. Come on. Do a mistake, please. Man, I would love to show you a flanking light tank and just simply eliminating light tank. That would be loads of fun. That would be loads of fun. Or triangle, I suppose to say. Oh. Look at this beauty. 1. 2. 3. 4. It has some sort of satisfaction level whenever you are finding someone making a mistake and just boom, 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 slapping it. I know for a fact that some people we are trying to compare this vehicle against a MX 1357 in the tier 7, and it's not as powerful as that tank is. I don't think that this is the most powerful tier 9 light tank by any shape or any form, fellas. Please keep this in mind. It is okay. It is okay. It's not the biggest pile of Kaku, but it is not the best tank either. So please keep this in mind. Very important thing to highlight. Okay. In this situation, all we need to do, we need to wait until some sort of nomad will try to make pressure like this, or maybe Patton will make some silly goose mistake. We want to see mistakes from the enemy side. As you can see, I am not playing with it like a typical light tank. I really want to put this in your head that if you think that sitting in the bush is going to be a great experience, I'm talking ELC even level, you go very aggressively, you sit somewhere in front of the bushes, you will get outspotted with this tank. You want to be playing with it smarter, and you want to use more your gun than your spotting abilities, because they are lackluster for a tier 9. I think it is very important thing to say, fellas. Very important thing to say. Is it fun tank to play for me personally? Absolutely yes. I am enjoying it and I'm having quite a good time, but I know that I am a sucker for light tanks, right? And from what I noticed yet, I like this tank more than Project Louise for sure. Project Louise do not tickle my pickle, and this vehicle kind of does, okay? Really? Really? That's what you are... This is how you are going to award me Minus 1,000 by the Arta. Oh, come on. Oh, man, that was disgusting. That was straight up disgusting, folks. That was brutal. Man, that was sad. Yeah, and I believe I can highlight that the tank is quite big and Arta can slap the living crap out of this mother trucker as well. Welcome to the world of tanks getting outplayed by the clicker. Great. While we are waiting to come back from the game, I want to highlight one thing, fellas, that keep this in mind. You can rate the tanks in the index page yourself, and we have 290,000 ratings from the 30,000 different accounts. For one or another vehicle that people love, that people hate, that people enjoy, that people can't stand. Right? Keep this in mind. You can rate it very, very easily. All you need to do, you need to log in via Wargaming API, and if you have 50 games with a tank, you can rate it. Right? If you want to be part of this, feel free to do so. Meanwhile, 3.7 thousand damage, I can't complain about that. 1,000 assisting damage, I'm alright with that as well. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage. We played quite well. Although ending wasn't the most enjoyable, I can tell you that much. Anyways, 47,000 profits, keep this in mind, it's not a premium tank, right? Paris. The dream of any light tank nowadays, right? Yeah, I'm messing with you, fellas. I am messing with you. Listen, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do apart trying to play on the field. And hopefully we can get a bit of assisting damage. I have a spotting build with this tank. Even though it is not a bad, even though it is not a great spotter, it's better to have the spotting build than not to have it. Because you never know whenever you will need to work your butt for spotting, right? You just simply will never know. So I would rather be prepared than say sorry afterwards. Meanwhile, we are feeling quite alright. We can see that enemy light tank is going through the middle of the field. Definitely not ideal, but that's what we have. And this is the moment whenever we are considering our life choices, how we could have some nice crossfire for the enemy tanks over there. And I have a feeling that the best way to do the things would be to try to punish this ISU or alternatively this Borat, right? We want to see enemies making some sort of silly goose decisions. That's what we need for a full happiness. We can clearly see that we have our heavy tank going through the middle of the field, so that is great. And hopefully we can help him to eliminate. Hopefully we can help him to eliminate the either light tank or either show some dominance against the ISU. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we can clearly see that our guy took one for the team. Unfortunate, but once again, it doesn't bother me too much. I know very, very well that we are going to be okay. We will survive, folks. Good, good, good. Enemies are making some silly goose mistakes. That's absolutely amazing. And this is the moment whenever we can clearly see enemy Leopard 1 making some bad decisions. The question is, will I arrive into position in time in order to punish him or not? By the way, speaking about the penetration, 223 millimeters of penetration with the standards, and if you are willing to choose the gold, you have 265 millimeters of penetration, but significantly slower shell velocity. I think this is very important thing to highlight overall. Extremely important thing to highlight. Okay, we can see that in Paris our team is getting scammed just like in real Paris. It's okay, everything is fine. Let's try to keep the hold of our wallet and let's hope no one will steal that from us, okay? That is what we want to see, and this is what we are hoping for. Meanwhile, we can see that EBR is considering to make pressure through the middle of the field. Too bad he made a very, very nice turn just like so. And the situation is looking worse than ever before. Ay. What could be the right play for us to play this battle? Oh. I would love to say some good things in this game, but it is very complicated. I can't even spot this XM, really. I have CVS and everything. Does he have a commonet? Does he have a commonet or something? What is happening over there? I mean, it definitely feels like it.
Enemy armor is damaged. We didn't even dent them.
I'm just risking for the biscuit. Sure.
Enemy hit. We've hit them, but we didn't penetrate.
Man, the games nowadays are so disgusting. Okay, not much what we can change about this. We are taking one for the team. The score is 4-12. The Paris is pretty much the definitely dream come true for any light tanks out there. And yes, I am messing with you. I am straight up being sarcastic. This map is awful. Straight up awful. But this is what we have. I don't really think that we can change anything about it. And we just simply need to be patient. I would love to say that we would have alternative option and we could do that, we could do that. No, we can't. No, we just simply cannot, folks. Unfortunately, we cannot. Okay. Yay! Arta again. Leopard is making pressure. I'm trying to survive it. Good, good, good. Very, very nice. ISU is still sitting over there. I'm trying to go for a shot and we are eliminating him from the game, but he's slapping us as well. That was a nightmare. I am going to say that straight. It was a nightmare. Very bad combination of the things. Quite a dogshit map for a light tank. Plus on top of that, the team that we can't call a team, right? But this is very often happening in the world of tanks. I feel like nowadays I can reach my anger level significantly easier than ever before. And the games are just simply either you have a winning streak, either you have a defeat streak. And there is nothing what you can change about this. Like literally nothing. This is the situation, fellas, whenever we are third by the damage in the... Man, it's ridiculous. Third by the damage in the Paris with a light tank, and the first person by the damage is Manticore. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, that's what we have. This is the reality. But, you see, the reality is very, very simple. It's not only by this light tank. The situation is that the game balance or the matchmaking or everything in between is like the worst that it's been for years, at least in my opinion, right? And where the balance goes, it's just simply sad to see World of Tanks deteriorating, at least in my opinion. Anyways, it is how it is. Not much what we can change about that. Let's try to get as much use as we physically and possibly can. And in this game, in this battle, we are playing Mannerheim Line and we have a standard game. Let's try to punish enemies for their stupidity. The question is how we could do that. I can't really play in the heavy line because I'm a bottom tier, unfortunately. So we are going to do the things a bit differently. We will take kind of sniper schnitzel position over there, and we will try to punish someone who would get involved here. That's what we need for a full happiness, fellas. That's what we need for a full happiness. By the way, I really don't think that this tank is an unplayable pile of caco or something, but it is not best tank in the world of tanks, you know? This tank is more fun than good, but in the same time, you need to know what you are doing and you need to find it appealing playing with an autoloader light tank, because you are quite big. Keep this in mind, right? You are quite a big mother trucker. So that being said, you definitely need to know what you are doing in order to get maximum use of this mother trucking tank, because it's not your typical spotter tank. And I really want to get it in your head, fellas, that this is not a typical light tank. Oh, I'm definitely not going to go. Hell no. This is not the right way to do the things for us, fellas. What we want to do here, we want to just simply sit around the corner, and by sitting around the corner, we are going to be able to make some sort of crossfire towards the enemies, right? That's what we need for a full happiness. The 3090 should be sitting in this typical position here, at least that's what I want to believe. And enemy 3090 should be able to eliminate our 3090 from the game. I am afraid of every and each Arias tank whenever I am playing with this vehicle. I feel like it's just simply no bueno, and it is not a good way to do the things. I mean, to challenge the Arias tanks. This mother trucker would just simply get slaughtered for obvious reasons. I hope that our clicker will realize that he needs to go back. But, you know, once again, I have a feeling that all he wants to do, he wants to shoot enemy once, and after that, you know, he will try to escape or something like that. Yes, indeed, he does. And now he is saying, see you never, mother truckers. At least that's what I want to believe. Okay. Okay, folks. We need to be smart here. We need to be smart. How to be smart? How to be smart, fellas? This is the other question. I mean, 1 against 1 Ratatate, I would take him down, but it is not going to go this way that we are going to play 1 against 1, you know? It just simply doesn't work this way. How the things will feel like, enemies will make pressure like this, and they are going to be able to slap literally everyone on their way. At least that's what I want to believe. I hope this IS-7 will start going sideways. He doesn't. I need to load the gold clip because this is only one way how we could get some sort of use from all of this. At least that's what I think. And now he will just simply push on me. It's okay. I'm afraid that he will have a decent enough angle to ram me. But in the same time, you know what? I will take one for the team. I need to. I will take one for the team just like so. Doesn't really matter. And now we have the support from our triangle, right? Our triangle missed, but that's okay. I am just trying to unload the full mag to this IS-7. And oh boy, IS-7 said I love it. Okay, another defeat. Who could expect that? You know what I mean by saying that the game is very, very rough nowadays. This is exactly what I'm saying. And you know what is the thing? I don't even feel like I am doing something wrong. You know, I feel like I am doing the things properly as I should, and it's just simply impossible to do anything. We are having 3 out of 3 defeat streak. We are playing with... It's just pure sadness, fellas. And this video is kind of describing how the world of tanks is looking like nowadays. I don't want to be cherry picking the games. I don't want to show you, you know, oh, we did 6,000 damage with a light tank. It is epic tank. I don't want to mislead you, fellas. My goal is to showcase how the world of tanks is looking like nowadays. It always been and it always is. And looking into this situation, once again, I don't even feel like I'm playing like an ass, you know? I don't feel like I'm playing like a special mother trucker. I truly don't feel like it. By the way, if you are shooting gold, you will always lose the credits most likely. And our session, fellas, and our session is solid 0% win ratio, 2,500 average damage, and 500 assisting damage. I will give it one more battle, but man, this is straight up depressing to play this game at this point in time, not gonna lie. Okay, round number 4, Redshire standard battle. Let's see, can we get that whopping 25% win ratio, or it's not meant to be? The plan is very, very simple. I want to go towards the spotting play or spotting position. And the main reason why do I want to do that is because I think we can get the most use in this way. I definitely want to believe that this vehicle, at least for me, is more competitive than Char Malay, because it's just different type of vehicle and different type of gameplay of the tank. But once again, you will see. The time will show it all. I'm not rushing to raid this tank because I really want to take my time and to check out exactly how this vehicle is looking like. So we can call this as a first impressions of the LTC, and really I don't mind this tank. It doesn't make me sad, it doesn't make me feel bad or something, but in the same time I really want to highlight that, you know, the Arias tanks are very dangerous against this vehicle, and as a matter of fact, any light tank, and in the same time the World of Tanks is sitting in very bad state, at least in my opinion, right? And if Wargaming won't realize that, if they won't do any changes, we are going to be sitting in very, very deep poo-poo hole, if you know what I mean. And I think it is fair thing to say that out loud and to highlight this. I think that's more than fair. Anyways, what do we want to do? We want to get some free assisting damage from here. I am paying attention every single... I am trying to spot the folks who are sitting on the Charlie 5 area, right? And in the same time, we are kind of nearby to slap the living crap out of the enemy, heavy flank, right? So this is an interesting game. Meanwhile, we can clearly see that Phantom is having a blast playing over there. By saying he's having a blast, he's going straight into the garage. At least it feels like it. He took a bad fight. He approached the tier 11 Arias and he just simply sent him straight to the garage, right? Nothing what he can change about this. Let's be patient. Let's be patient, folks. I would love to say that it would be clear way for us. Okay, so we are making pressure like this. There is no clear way to do that. Good, enemy light tank took one for the team. Amazing. And now what we want to do, we want to get into position from where we could annoy the folks sitting right there. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. We are taking a bit weird angle here. I am aware of that, and we are going to say hello for the CS. Too bad that we missed the shot, but let it be. Doesn't really change absolutely anything. Come on, would you be so kind to die already? Very nice. We are going on the reload now. Our team is winning 8-3. That is something nice, but our performance is stinky pooper at the moment. We can fix it, and we will fix it. All we want to do, we want to try to spot Mother Trucker sitting somewhere in the back. That's all we need for a full happiness. That's all we need for a full happiness, folks. I would love to catch this Leopard, and I think that we can, and we will be able to do that, or alternatively flank this Breaker. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's see, can we do this or we can't? This is the question. Arias is looking at us. Arias is super dangerous tank against this vehicle. That's for sure. And now we are sitting in the position whenever we are just launching it. We are just sending it. We are going for it. So this is the situation whenever we are trying to get as much late game damage as we physically and possibly can. We are trying to avoid the Arias as well to the best of our ability, and now we are just simply going for this Leo. Good, very good. At least a little bit of use in this type of situation. Beautiful and very enjoyable 13-4. I'm being sarcastic, and as you can see, fellas, I'm not making this stuff up of how the game feels like nowadays, right? It is rough. It is truly rough. And, you know, sometimes I ask for myself, you know, whenever people are complaining so much about the game, and in the end of the day, they are buying everything that what World of Tanks is offering or what World of Tanks is selling. It's also quite a counterintuitive thing, at least in my opinion. But it is how it is, fellas. Not much what we can change about that. And I know this video is quite negative, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very well aware of that, but what do you want me to do? Do you want me to say that, yeah, everything is fine whenever the house is burning? Or do you want to see the truth? Do you want to see how the things actually are looking like? So all in all, to finish everything off, fellas, the tank is okay. Not easy tank to play with, a very specific tank. I don't think that it is very competitive. I think it's somewhere sitting towards between 2.5 and 3.5, I would say, in the scale of the index, but it's just simply rough it's just rough. It just is. 1,500 damage, 900 assisting damage. Yep. We are first by experience. We are somewhere in the bottom by the damage. 75,000 profits, which is okay, but we completed the mission, that's why. And our average performance with this tank is 2,200 damage and 600 assisting damage. I know that performance is very low, but this is a current state of the game. I truly believe in that, and I don't really think that I can show something like this. And I have no doubts whatsoever if I would make a video with this tank once again, which I will in the probably near future, the situation will be significantly better where the score goes. But this is, you are seeing this raw, right? So please keep this in mind. Anyways, love you. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.